Welcome to CEFN's Focus on Fitness, where we try to give you inspiration and information to live a healthy lifestyle. This is a Sherry Hill production, the executive director of CEFN, and we welcome you to our show. We have a fantastic guest here today, Dr. Sunlight Little. How are you doing?
Very well, very
All
well.
right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was impressed that you were at our senior gala event.
Yes.
Well, let me do this. We called you Dr. Sunlight. That's your name. I love that name,
Yes,
Dr.
thank you.
Sunlight. But you are a naturopath?
Yes, naturopath.
Naturopath. Okay,
Yes.
now tell us what that is exactly.
Naturopath is someone who is the opposite of a medical doctor. Our responsibility is to help people to heal naturally and holistically without any type of medications.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. I mean, the body does heal itself.
Yes.
If we can understand how that's done. So that's what you do.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it into terms of opposite. It's another way of which we could look at healing ourselves.
Correct, yes. But we
And
don't...
without medications
Right.
and without pills and all those
And
other things.
surgeries and things of that
all
nature.
that kind
Right,
of stuff.
absolutely.
Excellent. Now, how about with CEFN? I understand you did a workshop with us.
Yes, I did a
and
workshop.
with these seniors of ours.
Yes,
that we have. Tell me
yes.
more about that.
Yes, I was actually with Sherry, and there was a senior event, and my responsibility was to come up and do reflexology with the guests, and I had also a wonderful, wonderful time just sharing for about 10 or 15 minutes about myself and my work and what I do, and it was just a blast, and people took very well
So
to what I
what
had
do
to
you
share.
do exactly? To give it a more,
Right. Again, as a holistic doctor, my responsibility is to help people to eat better,
All right.
live better,
All right.
sleep better.
When you say,
have more
let me,
energy.
I'm gonna let you break it down a little
Right,
bit. You say eat better, we get that.
Right.
Good nutrition is
Right.
always a good thing.
Right.
But live better means what?
Live better means taking better care of yourself through lots of water, through exercise, good sleep, doing self-care, going on vacation, resting, okay, meditating, all those things. Instead of just constantly moving and running, how to allow the body to rest.
Okay, now is there
Exactly.
something practical that I can do? Because I don't
Yes.
meditate, I can't vacate, I can't. Yeah.
Prayer is also very important as well. Absolutely, yes.
You know what? And you are correct. I think all of those things are necessary for a healthy lifestyle, and we kind of gotten away from that in our society and the way things, as fast as things go, and
Yes.
we're doing 10,000 things at once, and then of course some of our seniors are being parents again because they're taking care of grandchildren, and in a couple of cases I know even great-grandchildren that need a parent, and they
Yes.
have stepped into the stress pot in that
That's
process.
correct.
So if you know me, I know me enough to know that I do 10,000 things at once.
Okay.
What would you suggest for me to make sure that I stay centered and balanced?
Do one thing at a time if you can. There's been studies to show that when people are doing multitask, they don't really get a whole lot done at a certain amount of time. The best way to get a lot done and to be productive is to focus on one thing.
Complete
that, but just being all over the place, and I think that's where the stress level comes in, where you're trying to do so much at so little time. And so, for instance, for myself, I don't cram too many clients in one day. I mean, I can actually, as a massage therapist and also as a doctor, I can literally see anywhere between 15 to 20 people a day. I made a choice not to because I don't want to wear myself out doing that. So I'm just one of those holistic doctors where I really believe in self-care. So I do believe in whatever I preach, that's what I practice. And I think that's very important. So we want to do a really good job with that. Also, naturopath is, we really help educate people on the importance of water. We should be drinking lots of water, at least half of your body weight in ounces. So if a young man is 200 pounds, he should be drinking about 100 ounces per day, okay? Sleep is so important. I can sit here all day and talk about the importance of sleep and rest and why that's so important. And that will also reduce your stress level, and it can also bring your blood pressure down as well, because oftentimes people, blood pressure is so high because they're too stressed, they're too overwhelmed, they're too worked. But when you rest and your arms are here and you're relaxed, your blood pressure can slowly start winding down.
Well, I think
Okay.
I think a couple of important things that we probably kind of gloss over in this, and one is society's expectation of us, particularly women, but not just women, but all of us, to multitask, to do more than one thing at a time.
Yes.
And you're suggesting to us that maybe if we get one thing done and complete the task and the mind stays focused, that we would be far more productive than attempting to do 5 things at once, but never really completing any of them or doing them well.
Right, that's correct.
I mean, that was always a big focus in my household when I was growing up. My
Right.
parents would say, if you're going to do it right.
Right, that's
you know,
right, yes,
get it done
absolutely.
right.
And you're a lot less stressed too.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to do so much in one day. And I think that was one of the reasons why I quit my 9-to-5 job and decided to work for myself, because it allows me to have control of my life, control of the things that I want to do, so I can work when I want to work and I can rest when I want to rest. And I think that is a very important thing. And one of the number one, people are saying that heart disease is number one. I think stress is also really up there as well. And I think the stress comes in because we're just so overworked. The body can only take on so much.
Yep.
Okay, it can only take on so much. So we have to really do a better job in taking care of ourselves. So,
But
I
Dr.
see that.
Sunlight, I don't have time. I've got to go and pick up everybody. I've got to get over to the school. I've got a meeting this afternoon. I've got to go to the church choir
Right,
rehearsal.
right.
You know, we've come up with a lot of excuses not to be able to meet that demand. But the reality is that even if we organize our lives a little better,
Right.
but
That's
let
the
me ask
key
one other
word.
thing, because you did something that we also may miss in that process, and that was you talked about choosing your schedule,
Right.
making it, you decide how many clients you're going to have in a day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That to me is taking control of your life.
Right. And I have a friend of mine who's a massage therapist, and she literally worked on 10 people with a 20-minute break at a particular massage spa. That's just unacceptable.
Right.
Okay. So, and she just really just got to the point where if she didn't stop, she was going to burn herself out.
Yeah, 10 people
So
in.
that's why it's so important to be in control of your life. Don't let someone be in control of your life. That's really important. And when people say, I don't have time, I think the problem is that you're not making the time.
There you go.
That's really the key.
I agree.
So I learned the two letter says no. So when people say, can you do this? Can you
Right.
do that? No, I'm really sorry. And it's okay. I think we need to be comfortable with saying it's okay to say no, because you can't do everything. So for me in my life, God is first, I'm second, and then my family.
There you go.
But you notice I didn't say my family and then me.
Right.
So
Right.
that's very, very important.
I've
Okay.
always known that I want to be healthy so that I can keep the rest of my family healthy.
Absolutely.
If I'm unhealthy, then they're really not going to be healthy.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Because they're depending on me at some level.
Yes.
And it's also good to model that for our kids.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
mean, if we want them to learn how to make decisions, say no, we have to model that
Absolutely.
behavior for them.
Absolutely.
So that when they get to the time where they're in charge of their own lives, they'll be able to say those kinds of
Right,
things.
absolutely. And
live a
I've been in
healthier lifestyle.
situations where massage therapists have burnt themselves out, that oftentimes you don't find people staying in the business for over 10 years.
Okay.
Okay? So it can be very, very taxing on the body physically.
Right.
Because you're doing so much. And that is not health, to overwork yourself. Okay? So when you look at the Latin word for doctor, it means health, wellness. That's what doctor means. So when you say I'm a doctor, but you're working these people all these hours. I've talked to a lot of doctors. They're residents in hospitals, and they're so worn out. They're so exhausted. The nurses are worn out and exhausted. Some of the nurses are even my client. And they're exhausted, and that's not healthy.
Right. You
Yeah.
got that right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Dr. Sunlight Little,
Okay.
nice to have you on the show.
All right. Thank you.
And like we do here at CAFN, we try to provide people with information and inspiration.
Thank you.
So get ready for the next segment. You're going to see some exercise and people moving their bodies, and hopefully it will inspire you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tracy Lopez. I am a personal trainer and trampoline instructor. And today we're going to work on some body weight and band exercises. I am so happy to be here to be a part of Focus on Fitness. I have joining us Simone, who is a personal trainer and a Zumba instructor, and also a client, Jess, and she's just so happy to be here too. We are going to first start off with our bands. These bands you can buy from any retail, usually around like $5. Very easy to do. It's like having your gym at home without a gym, okay? So our first exercise is a simple shoulder raise. You want your feet shoulder width apart, head straight up, arms straight out, chest up. What we're gonna do is keep your knees slightly bent. You're gonna touch your thigh and come up. We're doing 3 sets of 10, okay? We're already at 2. Give me 3, 4, 5, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those arms straight out. We're gonna count 5 seconds, and we're gonna hit them again. 5, 4, 3, chest up, 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, fight that burning. 3, 4, straight up. 5, 5 more. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms straight out. Our last set is coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. If those shoulders burn, fight it. We're at 5. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's just roll them out a little bit. Yeah, we got blood flowing there. That's that burning sensation you feel. Okay, now we're going to work our chest and our front shoulders. Front delt and our chest. So we're still in the same position. Arms out. And all we're going to do is take this band and open and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. 2 seconds in between. 1, 2. Let's hit it again. 1. Fight that burning. 2, 3. Keep your chest up. 4, 5. Stomach nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. 2-second count. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Open, close. 4. Chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fight the burning. 9, 10. Good job. Let's roll those shoulders and the upper chest out. Okay. The back of our arms, our triceps. So for this move, we're taking the band behind our bodies. Okay. Simone and Jess, they're going to face forward. I'm going to turn my head a few times just to look at the camera. But we're going to come in a L shape. So this time, I want your feet close together, knees slightly bent. You're in a L shape. Arms out, and you're pulling the band. You're stretching it wide to get some resistance, okay? We're going to touch our glute, and we're going to come up. Here we go. 1, touch the glute with the band. 2, back of the arms. 3, 4, keep your knees bent. 5, stomach tight. 6, stretch up. 7, 8, good job. 9, and 10, hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go again. Touch. 1, 2, the back of your arms. 3, the triceps. 4, fight the burning. 5, 6, feel that burn. 7, 8, yes. 9, and hold. 5, 4, 3, stomach tight. 2, last one. 1, 2, 3, yes. 4, keep those knees bent. 5, counting down. 4, 3, 2, let's give it a little hold. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, feel that burning, fight it. 6, 5, 4, nice and tight. 3, 2, let's shake those arms. Yes. Our last thing, our back, okay? We call a little bat fat back there, all right? Our lat pull. So, feet shoulder width apart. We're back in the same position we were at first. Arms up. Take your bands, stretch them. Always go for that resistance. Soft knees, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take that band, pull it down. As we pull down, we're opening up. Up, stretch down. Chest up, stretch down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pull down for your back. 8, 9, 10. Hold 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, ladies, one leg up on the trampoline. Let's get a little balance in there, okay? Chest up. Here we go. Come down in kind of a lunge position. Bend that knee a little bit. If you're at home, you can also do this on the floor. You just want to come out. I'll show you. In a lunge position like so, okay? So, one leg up on the trampoline. And here we go. 1, 2, open it wide. 3, chest up, squeeze your back. 4, 5, fight that burning. 6, stomach tight. 7, 8, 9, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Our last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we are done. Thank you so much. Roll those shoulders out. These are exercises you can do at home. So, like I said, my name is Tracy Lopez. I'm a personal trainer. I came with knowing Sherry from Focus on Fitness. I met her through an event through Presbyterian Hospital. She's such a beautiful person. She came to my trampoline class, which is located at 6102 North Broad Street, Kenoga. You can come join us Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday night at 6 o'clock. $5 a class, 30 minutes, and we burn. You will see that.
We are super fortunate today to have Vicki Mimes here to talk about nutrition, healthily eating, healthy lifestyle. What else you got to tell us about?
I'm a recent graduate from LaSalle University. I graduated in May with a BS in nutrition.
Go ahead, girl.
Yes, very exciting, very
Yeah.
exciting. Left my job in 2014. I worked for a group of urologists for over 12 years, and I just love food, so I decided to go back to school and learn about food. Not so much as cooking food, but I love talking about food.
Right.
Telling people the benefits, how it can keep you healthy, and also, I'm sorry.
No, go. Keep going. Just go.
Okay. Talking about the benefits of food and how it can keep you healthy and strong.
Okay. Well, that's, what we put in is what we're going to get out.
Exactly.
And I know that from just personal experience. As much bicycle riding and going up mountains and going into valleys and going in caves, I know that you have to be, I track what I eat before I do all those things. And I try to put the healthiest things in my body. But I try to do that all the time.
Yes, and it's not just what you eat. Like you said, you do have to incorporate exercise. So it's the bigger picture.
And this is all part of a holistic lifestyle.
It is.
A healthy lifestyle. So what's your plan? What's the meal, or what do you prepare?
Well, all of these meals are plant-based, and my diet is pretty much 80% plant-based. I actually got into nutrition because I wanted to change my family's health history. A lot of members of my family have hypertension and diabetes, and I wanted that to change, and I wanted to be able to be the one to help them change that.
Well, this is fascinating because, the last people that other family members listen to is you, or, your own brothers and sisters and family. But I do know that if we demonstrate it for ourselves, they will tend to either ask you the question, what are you doing to do what you do? Or, how can I do something better? And that's even more important. I think it is important that, particularly with family and close friends, that we demonstrate a healthy lifestyle, not merely nag them or, beat up on them or whatever, in order for that to be a real healthy lifestyle.
And that is true. I try to practice what I preach. I'm not the food police.
Yeah, right.
So I'm
Don't
not
wanna
going to
be.
hound you about what you eat. I just want to, be a good example for my family
Exactly.
and my community.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, what's in this? What are the ingredients?
Well, we're going to
and what
start
we've got?
here
Okay.
with this breakfast sandwich. This is my go-to here.
Right here?
Yes, that is my go-to. Quick, fast, in a hurry. It's summertime. I tried to pick some recipes that were really easy to,
Okay.
you don't have to spend a lot of
Right.
time in the kitchen. So we have
Now, is
some
this a-
fresh blueberries here.
Oh, okay.
This is some sunflower seed butter
All
in
right.
place of the regular peanut butter, which is really high in saturated fat.
Right.
These have the good fats that we need, poly and monosaturated.
So
unsaturated.
this is sun butter with sunflower butter.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
And now this is what kind of
It's
bread is
actually
this?
on a 100% whole wheat roll.
Oh, okay, a
So
roll.
when you're looking for bread, you want to look for 100% whole wheat, and one way to tell is the whole grain stamp here on the back here.
I bet folks don't know about this whole grain stamp. I don't know if you can show this very well in the process, but they actually have something called a whole grain stamp. See, you taught me something today. I didn't know there was such a thing.
And that whole grain stamp, I'm affiliated with an organization based out of Boston called Old Ways.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually founded the Whole Grain Council back in 2003.
Okay.
And now there's over 6,000 products that has that stamp on it.
And in addition to that, we always tell people at least read the nutritional facts
Yes.
on the back of anything that you buy. And I kind of use it as a broad rule of thumb. But if it's a word on there you can't pronounce, then it ain't natural.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
chemical is something that's been added in the process.
And you at least want, the first couple ingredients of the food that you're eating to be what you're eating.
Yeah.
If it says whole wheat, you want it to say
Whole
100% whole wheat.
There you go.
Exactly.
Not at the end of the thing or
No,
whole wheat
not 10
flavoring
ingredients down. Exactly.
or
Exactly.
the smell of whole wheat.
Exactly. And another thing about whole wheat, it introduces, fiber. Many of us do not get the recommended amount of fiber. For men, 50 and younger, the recommended amount of fiber is 38 grams.
Okay.
All right. 50 and older is 31. And for women 50 and younger, the recommended amount of fiber is 25 grams.
And that's on a daily
Per
basis.
day, yes, that is on a daily basis, yes.
Well, see, here's what I like about your sandwich. One is I can not only eat this sandwich at breakfast time, but I can eat it at lunch.
It's a wonderful snack. The kids can make
Exactly.
it in replace of,
They can have something at home when they come home from school. They can have, and I like the blueberries. My grandkids, I marvel at my kids as they're now parents.
Yes.
And how they are teaching their kids.
And it's whole food.
And if you teach them this when they are 2, 3, 4, and they're eating strawberries and blueberries, and when they get old enough to make those decisions for themselves, what do you think they're going to go back to?
Exactly. just
They're going to
what they
go
were
back to
taught.
this. This is what they're going to
Exactly.
go back to. So it becomes an important process for us to educate by demonstrating, not by saying, this is what you ought to have, but this is what I'm going to have.
Exactly. And I also tried to pick something that was in season. When you buy fruits and vegetables in season, you tend to pay a little less for them also.
Oh, sure, sure. Of course, these days, fruits and vegetables are available to us year-round now.
Yes.
Unlike days of old where you used to wait until it was in season.
Yes.
Now you can go someplace and nearly get anything or everything. As a matter of fact, I have a little corner store, and that's all they do is fruits and vegetables year-round, and they make them available to us all the time. So I can literally walk out my house, walk down a block, and get almost any vegetable from pomegranate to you name it right there. And for others who can't do that, it's not quite in their neighborhood, there are stores that they can go to do that.
And that's pretty cool because a lot of corner stores now are involved with the Fresh Food Initiative.
Yes.
Which is great.
I think that's I know that's also part of the initiative of the Philadelphia Health Department.
Exactly.
With getting our corner stores to do fresh vegetables, fresh foods, those kinds of things into people's hands. But I think what's equally important is that we keep educating our children. If we want to change the obesity issue in the neighborhood,
yes, which is definitely an issue.
train them. If we want to take obesity and maybe some of the cancers or reduce them within our own families, eat healthy.
Yes.
All of that goes together.
Yes, it does.
And as much as CEFN talks about, exercise, we also put equal importance on nutrition, good nutrition, and a healthy lifestyle. So, this is what we are here to do, is to both educate and bring people up to speed. I know that we're going to be on some future segments of the show.
Okay, great.
And that we're going to be, I know, and we'd love having you do this. But let me do one quick thing. You were also part of the senior gala
Yes,
program?
I participated in the senior gala, which was a wonderful event.
Yeah, well, that's the first time I met you, I think,
Yes.
at that event. And we had all of those seniors also learning about nutrition, eating healthy,
Yes.
as well as they had a good
And
time.
staying active.
Hey, they were dancing,
Yes,
wasn't
they had a good
They were
time.
doing
That-
their thing
they
up
had a
there.
good time. Yes, they
That
did.
was fantastic to have them there. And it's great that we have partnered with you to
I'm excited also.
bring this information to people. That's what we're about. That's what CEFN is about. And we appreciate all of the work and that you put into this process.
Thank you.
But this is Vicki Mimes. She has been now a nutritionist.
Yes.
She's degreed and all that, LaSalle. Go ahead. And now brings us the information. Now it's up to us to create for ourselves a healthy lifestyle for us to live with. So, Vicki, thank you very much. Glad that
you.
you brought us this information, and we hope to see you in other segments of our show.
I'm looking forward to it.
You're
Thank you.
on. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
All right.